Hi, so I am today going to be doing some of these stones, just to give you an idea of how actually easy it is to mix these and just do each level before we stick in sort of detail. Okay, so these ones are finished. I've got this one over here. Sorry, here we go. That is where I've got the stones painted in. And that's basically what I'm going to be showing you how to do today, which is going to be on this side. Okay, so we have to start with obviously paintbrushes, water, and I've got paint. Now I decided to do the stones now because I had a heap of purple left over. So what I've done is I've added in some yellow on my palette and some white. So the theory is that if you do opposite colours, they will make a brown of different types, okay? So for this particular one, I want a purpley yellowy brown. So what I do is I just mix all this together like this to get a bit of a brown, yeah? So we've got that one like that. It probably is coming up different on my phone, but you get the idea. Then what we're going to do, actually I'll just make a bit more. I'm going to leave some of the yellow and I want to leave some of the purple. So before you can actually see I was doing some different browns. It was a reddier brown because I used purple and orange. But for this one, we need this color. Okay, then I'm mixing in just a bit of this white to get like a mid creamy type color. Okay, so there's your cream. So what we do is we pick a stone, any stone. The middle of the stone is what you want to paint that color on. And as you can see, I'm just squishing it across like that. Yep. And then what you do is you grab some of the white and you do that over the top. Now, because you've got a bit of that paint still in your brush, you then just smush it in so it blends. Yeah. And I'm grabbing a bit more white and I'm just going along the top. The reason we do the whitish bit on top is to give you the highlight as if sun is hitting it. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some of the darker bit that's got a lot more purple in it. And then I'm going to put that at the bottom. So what you end up having is like a shadow. So there you go. And that is pretty much how we want it. So maybe I might, if I really want, I can actually just lighten that up a little bit more. Yep. Or I can even grab just a bit more of the yellow if I just want to put a little, I don't know, something highlight, like a different kind of color in there. But I don't really like that, so I'm going back and putting some white on top. So there you go. That's one done. So again, same process. Grab the middle color, stick it in the middle. There we go. Like that. Grab the white and then we've got the highlight. Yeah, bit more white on the highlight. Yeah. Now you can actually also do this bit of where you actually bring the highlight down on one side. Yeah, and then when you bring in your purple, which I'm grabbing now, and doing the bottom, you do the bottom bit like that, sorry, and then you bring it up this side. So it's as if the sun is actually coming from that direction and it's hitting the top of the stones and it's not quite getting the base one. And that's how you sort of get highlights. So again, very quick. Smoosh. And at this layer, because I've got these other edges in, I don't have to worry about if I go over them, because I will show you in a bit of how to actually, how the outline of the black will cut those off. So this is a thing that pretty much anybody can do. If you don't get it right, then you just add a bit more white. If you don't get it right on the other bit, you just add a bit more yellow. And nothing's really going to go wrong as long as you've got mostly white light on top and mostly dark down the bottom. So squish, light, dark. There you go. So as you can see, so I just still had some dark on the bottom of my excuse me thing, so I'm just doing some of these little ones just in a bit more of a easy one. I think some of the little ones you can make a little bit darker with less highlights, because they're probably a little bit recessed. They're probably not sticking out into the sun as much, but you can still just go in and just go top, top, top. Okay, so that's the beginning of it, and I'll get back to you on where we put the black in.